gotta do that. Live! And just waiting for people. So, while we're waiting for some people to get here to actually watch us, should we we'll probably have to re-describe what we're going to do anyway, but for people coming back and watching us,
I know.
Not live, we'll tell them now. We are excited, ecstatic, super can't wait for Avengers Endgame. Hello!
I know. I don't know if I'm ready though.
Oh, it's Muppets here! Muppets is here! That we are going to do a weekly countdown because today, if you start watching from the very beginning of the MCU movies, right? Starting with Iron Man, if you start watching a movie a week, so Iron Man, and what's after that? The Hulk? Is that what's after it? I think it's the Hulk.
I think it is Incredible Hulk, yeah. The Ed Norton one.
So if you start watching this week Iron Man, next week Incredible Hulk, and go down the list, one a week, up until you will get through it till you hit Avengers Endgame. So one a week from right now.
All the way through through Captain Marvel.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah, through Captain Marvel even. You're right. Mm-hmm. Captain Marvel. So, one a week up until then you'll be all prepared for watching Avengers Endgame. Mm-hmm. So, we're going to come on, try to, if we're not too bad, right? Once a week, we're going to say Friday?
We're going to say Friday, but I think maybe the week of Christmas, New Year's. I don't remember what day of the week are they. That might mess with us a little bit, but we'll still be here.
But we're going to talk about that movie of the week, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, I can't say Paxat. How you say that? Paxat. Paxat says he loves us. Greek. He says he loves both of us, Tessa.
Aww, we love you too.
And hi, Kier. So the topic for today, the first movie in the MCU to count down to Endgame is Iron Man. And I love this Iron Man. The one that started it all. It all began with Iron Man.
It did.
I
will tell you. So I was super into comics. I have been, right? I remember when I heard that they were making the Iron Man movie. Mm-hmm. I literally, when I saw it in theaters, obviously, I was sitting in there and I started. Don't make fun of me, but I mean I do it all the time. But I started crying.
You cried. I know.
But before it even started, because I was like, this is gonna be it. If this is bad, we're never getting another comic book movie. Yeah. So it was it felt like there was a lot weighing on it.
So you felt pressure. You were like, when this comes, I love all these comics so much, especially all Marvel and everything, that I even feel the pressure that this better do good. Mm-hmm. Good thing they didn't start with the Incredible Hulk.
It's a good thing that wasn't the first one.
Or Thor. But this first Iron Man is actually, remember when we did our top 10, we ranked our favorite MCU movies from our least favorite to favorite, and this first Iron Man was up there for me. This is one of
both of us. We both agreed.
We both agreed. This one was up there for me, and I still it's one of those I can still go back and I don't remember if it was in my top 5, maybe at least my top 10.
I think it was in my top 5. I think it was in both our top 5s.
Atlas said both. Oh, finally can catch Best Girl streaming. Woo! Best Girl streaming! Iron Man take Rich Deer with the ego. What? What is this? What is this? What are you talking about, Kier? What, are we trying to decipher something? Is this some kind of special code?
I know. I think there was an autocorrect in there.
Oh, okay. Wait. Iron Man take Rich Deer with. Even the second time reading it, I don't know what Kier is saying.
No. If you're trying to say Iron Man has an ego, you're not wrong.
Oh, okay.
I still love him for that.
True. I did not see everyone else at first. Hello, Muppets. Oh, I would like to apologize. Uh-oh, he's apologizing.
What are you apologizing to me
because
for? What
Pierre will say stuff without thinking, which I think is funny stuff. Like, he just told me the other day that my lady parts fell out when I was watching Jason Momoa. I thought it was funny. He apologized to me. I was like, that was funny. I didn't look. So Kier will say stuff without thinking, but I think it's funny. And then he'll feel bad and apologize about it later.
I know. Well, as long as he's not like, I hate you, because that would make me sad. Or say I'm fake, because that would make me sad too.
So Tessa, this is one thing though, because you know my memory. Even though, like, Iron Man is my favorite and stuff, I really have forgotten a lot of, like, went on in the first Iron Man.
Yeah, there's so much.
And you just watched it because you, and I came on later, but you started last year with Amy. I don't know if y'all know Amy, but they did a Twitter party every week and a Twitter chat with the # countdown to Infinity War. So you all actually watched the movie live and tweeted about it once a week, right?
We did. So and I was like, man, I forgot how much I loved this movie.
So, but it's been even longer than a year since I watched the first one. So that's
so good because just that part, just him in the cave, like building his armor and stuff, it's crazy. Like that whole part. What did he say? It was a comic book that put his, yes. No.
Oh, I remember that comment. But you better apologize to me too.
But he brought it up while I was doing the live with the girls, and I was like, "Ooh, we'll talk about this later."
Oh, yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that.
They're 5 and 7. Let's keep them a little bit more innocent while we can.
Don't do that.
But that's why I was like, "We'll talk about it later." It didn't have anything to do with the comment. It was because my 7-year-old can read, and I was like, "Let's not get into this."
Atlas said, "Oh, this is Tessa. Is she the girl sending you all the Momomo?" Yes, it is. Atlas knows. And
You're welcome.
And Atlas, go follow her. She at Mamas Geeky.
Yes.
So if Atlas, you haven't been following Tessa, you don't know Tessa. She's just look. She is awesome. She got me into doing YouTube. But she's not a fan of Jason Momoa like I am.
Amanda can have them. As I said, take them.
But Mama's Geeky, yep. Okay, so yeah, get back to Iron Man because I need a refresher in my head also. I do. So I said, you watched it just like
what's your, so what are your questions about it? You remember he gets in the cave. So at the beginning he's the arms dealer and he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Much, right?
I remember that.
Then he gets locked in the cave, basically, and he finds that other guy, and he ends up building he has to have that thing to keep the shrapnel out of his heart. That's how that whole thing starts.
Yeah, okay.
With the, right? It's a magnet. It's like a super powerful magnet, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And then he comes back, and he realizes that, oh my god, I'm gonna forget his name. I can picture his face. Somebody knows his name. It starts with an S. Obadiah.
You know I don't remember. Muppets is here. Muppets remember. Muppets is our encyclopedia.
I know. But anyway, he's like trying to take over the company and get Iron Man out, get Tony out of it. Right? He's trying to like vote him out and take him out and take over. And then they have like that battle and he's like Iron Man and you see him like fight with the Iron Man suits and.
They had a battle?
Yeah!
I don't remember.
Let me see if I can find out
Why don't I remember the battle?
There's like let me see. Let me get you a picture. I'll get you a picture on my phone because I don't want to do it on my computer. So how did it
end? How, see, this is where I always get it all crossed. I'm like, which part of the Iron Man this one picks up from 2? I'll get them all mixed up together. I get all of them mixed up together. Like, did that happen in the first Iron Man or the second? Or the third, we shouldn't talk about, but that's with the little boy. The little boy's in that one, right? That's the third. Or is that the second?
Yeah, that is. I'm trying to find a good, like, okay, look. Yeah, Obadiah Stane is his name, but can you kind of see that? Remember that they're fighting?
Kinda.
Maybe
I just need to go watch it this weekend to refresh my memory.
It's good. It's Obadiah Stane is his name. I knew it was something like that.
Now, did he have the Pepper? Was she in the first one?
Yeah. She's been from the beginning. Here, look, this
She was there from the beginning, right? Oh, yeah. All right. Okay. I kind of recognize that guy.
Okay.
So she was there from the beginning, and they were just dating and like, but in
the beginning, she's his assistant, and she's got to deal with him banging all these other girls, and she's like, she gets him out of the house for him.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, no, I remember. Well, when you start talking about the banging other guys, I was like, oh, I remember that part. That's right. That's right. I remember that part.
Mm-hmm. So she like helped him,
Tony was always such a little just...
He's a womanizer.
He is. Playboy.
He's Star-Lord. And for some reason, they're my two favorites. Like, what's wrong with me? I like the obnoxious, full of themselves womanizers. Mm-hmm. Like, I have problems, apparently.
I know. That's a problem. Like, because, Molly, Captain America, I can do without him. And he is Mr. Goody Two-Shoes. And that's probably one of the reasons he gets on my nerves. I'm just like, you just too straight-laced, Captain America.
It's the same with me.
You need to, unravel your panties. Because Captain America wears panties. And I picture in my head, they red, white, and blue with a little blue lace. I'm so mean.
Oh my God.
But,
I'm just saying,
and then, in my head, Iron Man goes commando. In my head, Iron Man goes commando. How are we talking about these superheroes in their underwear?
But you're not wrong, though. Like that one scene in, I can't, is it Age of Ultron when Cap's like, language, and it's like, come on, dude.
So, Kier, what did you say? If I were held captive overseas for 3 months, I would want a cheeseburger, too.
That would be like the first thing I would want is a cheese. Yes.
Or pizza. Like, it would be all snacks for me. It would be all food and snacks for me. Because I would, a chocolate, same thing. What did Atlas say? Seems like Tessa has some awesome tattoos. She does! Anyway, we can focus on them. She could probably, the videos she can check. Yeah, you have some videos, but you show them. Because, show your sleeve! Can you guess what her favorite Marvel comic series is?
I bet you have no idea.
So she has the whole Guardian sleeve, and show them the signature.
Oh.
That is a James Gunn original signature. He wrote that just for you. For just you. Like, he had it written out, because you have pictures with him showing off your sleeve, so he signed that to add to it, right? Not on your body, like, he sent it to you to sign.
He sent it, yep, so that I could get it in a nice, clear copy, so I could get it tattooed.
Oh, Terrence! Terrence is in! Terrence is in! Okay, Kier says... Amir calls himself the Ironmonger in the comic books.
Yeah, I think they say Ironmonger maybe in the movie. Maybe.
Is that what they call him in the movie?
I think they maybe do, but that's who he is in the comics, yeah.
That's what we were saying, Terrence. Iron Man is still...
Sometimes I blur lines. What does he say? It is.
Still, that's what we were saying. Like, not only because it was like the first that started it all, like overall, I think it was... all three of them. I loved all three. I'm not gonna lie. I loved all three Iron Men. You didn't like 3. You didn't like number 3, huh?
Whiplash. I wasn't a fan of Whiplash. But, not horrible. Not horrible. I mean, it's better than Thor Dark World. I'll give you that. Oof. That was a...
I think Terrence likes Thor, though. Watch. I bet you he makes a comment.
I love Thor, but Dark World, do you know how many times I fell asleep?
Girl, like, you have to tell me.
It ended for the longest time.
You have to tell me. I didn't like the first 2 Thors.
Through this.
I didn't really like the first 2 Thors. I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't like the first 2, but Iron Man, I like the third, too.
Yeah, I like the first Thor. I like the first Thor. Better than the second one.
It wasn't like I didn't hate it as much as I hated the second one, but it was still, I can't say that I liked it. I was just like, I was indifferent to it.
Yeah.
What does Kiara say? Let's see. Captain America is everything. I wish I could be a person with... he does. Kiara, you're right. Like, he's straight-laced. And wears lace panties. In my mind. He's gonna get mad at me. Don't get mad Yeah. Atlas says, "Oh, you're talking Iron Man, the first. All the other movies now seem just to match the awesomeness of it. I mean,
it was the best one to start. It started everything, and I think that's part of it too. Is a lot of us, you talk about you get nostalgia for certain things, and I think that was what started it all, and it was so good. And you see Robert Downey Jr. and you're like, this man is Tony Stark.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. It was literally like seeing my comic books come to life. Like everything was perfect.
Yeah.
And I think that has a lot to do with it.
And probably because, well, that's why I said I'll always go back to my favorite comic book movies, DC, because it was. I will always go back to this. Will I not, y'all? Y'all know, because one of my favorites, DC, Batman, Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
And that was like where I fell in love with the comic book movies. Mm-hmm. And then, since then, all the comic book movies for me just steadily like this. Since that, those first ones, they steadily went like this. But,
I like
what do you like?
Christian Bale better.
All right, so steadily like this. For me, steadily like this. But then that's what I said. We're talking about Iron Man. When Iron Man hit, it like boom, like this for me. Boom, like it, and it revived my love of comic book movies. 100%. So yeah, like you're right. It's nostalgia. This first one, it made me fall in love with it again. And it was just great. Like, they started with great. I still probably, so I think I want it, because next week is going to talk about Incredible Hulk. And for me, that first Incredible Hulk wasn't that incredible. But
no, it was not.
Do you think it was because we compared it to this first Iron Man? Do you think it's like one of those? Like when we were talking about Wonder Woman, I said, watch Wonder Woman, it's so great. But then Justice League, I'm like, you can't have Wonder Woman on your brain and then Justice League comes out,
I mean, it's possible. I think, they raised the bar so much with Iron Man that you were like, what is going on here? But also, and I love Ed Norton. I love him so much. He's one of my favorite actors, but I think he just wasn't believable, maybe? He was, like, I think Mark Ruffalo is like the perfect Bruce Banner. I really do. And I don't know, but I'm also like, 13 going on 30 I love Mark Ruffalo. So that might be part of it too. Maybe I'm a little biased there. I don't know.
See, and that's why I was like, I actually I liked Ed Norton as the Hulk. I mean, I did not like him, I like
that's about how I feel. But I think when you get someone as perfect as Robert Downey Jr. as Tony, you gotta get somebody who, like I think Chris Evans is a phenomenal Captain America. Yeah. I think it's hard. If they miss the mark even a little bit, it can really bring the whole movie down. Just, we're spoiled with so many great
You're thinking like
casting.
that, with that whole casting, like, you think him as Hulk just did not mesh well.
I think that, and the story wasn't great either. I mean, it really wasn't.
Yeah. Well, we're going to talk about that next week. We got to stick to our Iron Man this week. What do you think? So, the only thing, and I'm going to tell you, y'all might be mad at me, because I asked about Pepper from the beginning, too. I never liked Gwyneth Paltrow as Pepper. I said it. You agree?
I do.
I didn't think you would, because it's not something people talk about, and then I don't want to say it because people are like, what? But I was never impressed, and I was just like, every time, even I see her now, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not.
I know. I agree. And Pepper's going to be big in Endgame, I think.
I think so, too. Well, you're, because you think, yeah.
Here's the thing, you just don't know with the comics, right? Like, you were talking about how you get movies mixed up sometimes, what happened and what. I get confused sometimes of like, wait, was that a comic book storyline?
Really? Or actually in the movie?
Or did that happen in the movie? Yeah. Well, because a lot of the storylines are so similar. It's like, wait, which was the ending? Now I'm confused.
And especially when it comes for like little parts that you're just like, wait, did that act? Or maybe I'm like, okay, that happened in the comic or in the movie. Or, I can see where you could totally do that.
I don't remember. Yeah. It's confusing sometimes, because especially with the storylines, a lot of them being so similar. CW's here!
Oh, hey, CW! Always sending hearts. It's both of us. for y'all who's coming in late, me and Tessa's coming in every week from now up until Avengers Endgame, because we are counting down to Avengers Endgame. And if you start this week, which is Iron Man, first one in the MCU, and then next week's Hulk, you do one a week, it'll match up, bam, right up until the Endgame. So we're going to come on once a week and talk about that movie of the week. And this week,
exciting news. We're going to try every week to go live on my channel together, and we're going to talk about the comic books, like probably Thursdays, because comics come out Wednesdays. I do my comic book live Wednesday, and then I'm going to explain comic books to Amanda basically every Thursday, and it's going to be fun.
So y'all, you might have already caught when she uploaded Tessa's comic book corner, how me and her do, right? So this is kind of like that, but we're doing it live. And coming once a week. Like, we're going to make the commitment. So we're going to be, oh my gosh, we're going to be on live so much, y'all are going to get tired of seeing us.
Yeah, because we each have our own individual lives on Wednesday.
Yeah. No, mine's Wednesday night,
together on Thursday and together on Friday. You guys are going to need like 4 days with, you're going to be like,
we're tired of seeing y'all. You're going to be like, or not, because they love us so much.
They do.
Is this a challenge? Yes, Tim Raven. So we are challenging you, like, next week. Watch, it'll be Incredible Hulk. So I'm going to try to watch it. I know. But watch it.
I just watched it a year ago. I don't want to have to watch it again.
I know.
Maybe I'll put it on in the background while I'm doing work or something.
But we're going to try. So next week's Incredible Hulk. So y'all watch it too. Watch it before. So you come in, because you probably know this from rewatching them all last year. There's so much that you missed or forgot about that could even relate to, like, the present time, like little things that are missed, that you're like, oh, or you totally forgot.
Everything comes back.
It does.
Like I think it's Age of Ultron. I think it was in Age of Ultron. Tony said Endgame when we get to the Endgame, and it's like, what?
Do you think they had that planned?
I don't know.
I bet you
Marvel,
they do.
I feel like well, here's the thing. In one of the was it in one of our interviews, or no, it was in the extra scenes of Infinity War. Did you watch those? I think it was Infinity War. It might have been Black Panther. So they had a round table.
I did, but I don't remember stuff.
Okay. They had a round table of all the directors, right? And they were all talking about different things, and how Kevin comes into the room and he has, like, Kevin's the common denominator between all, Kevin Feige, the president of Marvel Studios, for those of you who don't know. He comes into the room meeting with the directors, and he says, these are certain things that have to be in the movie because we have a plan. Other than that, go for it.
Yeah.
Which is, I think he's got, I can imagine in his office, like, one of those big boards with, like, all these, like, strings connecting different things. Like, he's like, you need to say this and this and this and this, you know?
Sometimes I feel like, because, you've interviewed Kevin on what?
A couple times.
Oh, was it a couple times? So what press events were you on that you interviewed him?
With Guardians, I interviewed him with James Gunn.
Okay.
And then at Thor Ragnarok, I interviewed him also, by himself.
I've only interviewed him once, and it was the first Ant-Man with Peyton, the direct, what's his name? Peyton?
Yeah, Peyton Reed.
Reed, yeah. So I interviewed him once, but I remember, that's what I'm saying, I feel like too, like he just gets ideas and probably has this big storyboard and just adds it to that. Because on the first Ant-Man, I remember one of us asking a question, and it was actually a Twitter cause when we're at these interviews, y'all can get on Twitter, follow the hashtag, and give us questions to ask some of these people,
Yeah.
So next time we're on an event, you totally follow the hashtag and you can give us questions. So I remember asking him a question that a Twitter follower, asked me to ask him, and they showed a piece of art from probably one of the comics, maybe even a cover of it was Hawkeye. It was Hawkeye
with the ant on the...
Yes!
Oh, that's iconic. Yes, I know exactly.
So they showed that piece of artwork, and we flipped the screen around and said, well, because it was first Ant-Man, so Ant-Man was being introduced, so it was the ant on his little arrow, right? Yep. And we were like, will this ever be, it was something like, well, will you ever use this iconic piece, in the movies or whatever? And he was like, that you said that, it hit him that he should or something. For me, it didn't seem like he had it planned. So then I remember, was it Civil War?
Yeah.
The Civil War, and they totally did that. And then when they did it, I was like, that was from us! That was our idea. But it probably
wasn't from the comic book. It was totally your idea.
It was our idea. But how do we get on this from that to like Iron Man to this? I don't know.
Yeah. We're way off topic here.
We are. We got to stay on topic. What are some of the people saying? Like, let's see.
They're talking about Age of Ultron now. We'll get to there.
Y'all have to wait for this when it's Age of, and that's going to be, because that was like in the middle, wasn't it? That was
that's like,
y'all have to wait.
You got a ways to go.
But listen, y'all, y'all going to have homework for this because we want you to watch it with us and come talk about the movie with us. Things that you don't remember, you missed, you forgot about. So, if you, I don't know when's the last time any of y'all watched.
Anything from Iron Man, guys? Do you guys have anything?
That's what I'm saying. Is there anything from Iron Man, if you watched it recently, that you can remind us to be like, oh, this or that?
Yeah, because I haven't watched it in a while.
I know. I didn't even do my homework then. I didn't do my homework. What is, Tremaine's gonna say something.
He's gonna go on about the villains.
Imps usually really ruins villains. There are only 5 good ones. And what are the good ones? What do you think the good ones are, Tremaine? I should say Terrence, but I always end up saying Tremaine because I like both names. My top 5 MCU movie.
Yeah, Iron Man's for sure. I think it was in our top 5 too.
Yeah. I wish I had that list, but hey, you have it. Is it on your channel?
It's on my channel, so you guys can check it
So
out.
y'all can go back and look at our list. And this was after Infinity War? It was after, because Infinity War was included in that one. So, but not Ant-Man and the Wasp. It was before Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I think we had seen Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Had we?
I think we had, but it wasn't out yet.
So maybe it was included in that, our Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I think it was, because I kind of remember saying, we can't tell you guys really about it yet,
but we have a whole list of it's the every MCU movie ranked. And look on Tessa's channel, because I think it was on yours, and yeah, we ranked them, and we were pretty close in a lot of them. Like I remember some of our top ones being biased. I remember Tessa being biased with them, actually thinking Guardians of the Galaxy was like one of the top, or no, not the first one, the second one. The second Guardians of the Galaxy was one of the top ones.
It has Baby Groot. Come on.
Well, so does the end of this first one.
Not baby. He's like a stick. Or toddler Groot. Maybe I should say toddler Groot.
Okay, toddler Groot. Oh, okay. Terrence said, Loki #1. Best villain. MCU. I will look. Loki, yes. Hela, yes.
Killmonger, yes.
Yeah. Thanos, yeah.
Winter Soldier, Bucky, but Amanda's not gonna, she don't.
No. Well, that's right. You saw I skipped over that one. I was like, Yoki, yes.
Go on and on.
Hela, yes.
It's a horrible interpretation of the comics, but comic books are up for interpretation. Like, I read all the comics too, and I don't have a problem with them. So, everything's up to interpretation. I will tell you, I read, like, you read them and you read things different in your head, like Thanos, because you've been reading it for so long. Mm-hmm. Comic books are up for interpretation. They are a piece of art, right? So is
it like with books, movies and made out of the books, like, but hardcore fans, like, some hardcore fans get mad if you don't take the exact, and I'm like, but it's just boring.
I prefer that because, and I've told you this before, Amanda, like, I don't want to go in and know exactly what's going to happen in the movie.
Yeah.
I want it to be a little different.
Exactly. Give me a little twist. I'm with you because I like being surprised too. Right. So if you go in and I know exactly what's going to happen from the book, from the comic, then it's just like, okay, yeah, I know this is going to happen. I don't get any surprise. I don't. Tim Raven gave his top.
Oh, those his top. Tim Raven, have you seen he might have seen our video. If you just go to my channel and I think if you search MCU ranked, it should pull up.
Avengers 3. We just call it Infinity War. It's Infinity War to us. You don't have to say Avengers 3. Civil War was a good one. I know. Civil War was like, Even though it was a Captain America.
I know, it was like Avengers 2.5.
It was. Really I'm like, how we even name that a Captain America? That was like an Avengers.
It was an Avengers.
Winter Soldier, we know how. Doctor Strange, and I'm with you. Like a lot of people, I like Doctor Strange. I liked it.
See, and Doctor Strange, I didn't love him until Infinity War.
Yeah. Really? You didn't like? Really?
But here's the thing, I don't really like him in the comic books. So I went in with like a bias, like, he's annoying, I'm gonna see this movie because I want to see this movie, but it's just like Superman, like, I don't like people who are like super crazy, all powerful, like, it gets boring to me.
Yeah, yeah. I think I like the Doctor Strange movie because it's just such a different twist on the superhero movies.
I liked it visually.
Yeah, but even superheroes, it just has such a different twist to it than the other movies, I think, is why I'm like, it was just so different. That's why I liked it, because it was just so different. And Thor,
it's like middle to end of the pack for me. But here's the thing, like, I can say I pretty much thoroughly enjoy every single MCU movie for their own what they are, just as a Marvel fan.
Yeah.
So ranking them was hard because it's like, yeah, these ones are like the worst of the Marvel movies, but I still enjoy them more or less. I mean, not Dark World, but
everybody has Infinity War on their list. Black Panther, yeah, like I love Black Panther.
I love Black Panther.
Why is that against? And there, Iron Man, the first one. Is it because it's nostalgia for you? Like, because it was that, or the first one, or you just really think, because I mean, I can.
So good.
Yeah. And Ragnarok,
it really is
Ragnarok
so
was one of mine. How come Spider-Man's not on any of these lists?
What? I was reading comments.
Spider-Man!
Spider-Man?
Wait.
Technically...
Well, what? I mean, isn't Homecoming technically on that list, you would think?
I think Homecoming is.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I think Homecoming is.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
And then so I guess Far From Home is going to be, technically. Yeah. Right?
To quote Tony, he said, "We're the Avengers. We can bust every arms dealer on the planet all live long day, but that up there in the Endgame, how are any of you possibly planning to beat that?"
That's what I was telling you about.
Yeah, that's what she was just saying. And that was in, which one? That wasn't in the first one.
I think that's in Ultron.
That was in Ultron?
My thing.
Okay. We'll have to talk about it then. Y'all better do your homework. Because y'all were not prepared for this. Even though you didn't know we were going to do this, y'all should have still been prepared.
Mm-hmm. Right. Spider-Man, look, so Iron Man, we need to, I told
That's
you.
why I love Atlas. That's why Atlas is my boy. Spider-Man is the best hero. Yes, he is. But Rupert, especially when it was that Andrew Garfield, that was the worst.
You know what?
No, don't even say.
I really liked that last one because one of my favorite storylines, let me finish, is when he kills Gwen Stacy. Because it really puts him in this dark, and I was glad they showed that because I think it was important, because a lot of, whatever, I liked it.
That's why Atlas is my boy. We know, don't we, Atlas?
But I will tell you, my favorite thing about Homecoming is that we didn't get a origin again. Because I'm so sick of the origin. You know, it was like he's already Spider-Man, and then when his friend asked him, like, how, he's like, oh, I got bit by a spider, and he said, I want to see that spider. He goes, oh, it's dead, like, move along. Yeah, and I liked that. It was a real quick.
True.
Because we don't need that again for a third time or whatever.
You're right.
So I was really glad about that.
The Amazing Spider-Man 2 is trash. I think Terrence just likes to come up with this stuff just to aggravate some of us.
You think?
He likes to aggravate.
Sure he likes to aggravate he watches my videos to hear what I like.
He likes to aggravate us humans.
I know. Oh my gosh.
Kier, I like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. There's nothing, no, I agree. I think this newest Spider-Man's more truer to the comics.
the thing I didn't like about the Tobey Maguires was the Venom. I didn't think Venom, that Eddie Brock was, he just didn't do it for me. That's why I really, and I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I really enjoyed this new Venom.
I still haven't watched it. That's when I'm waiting to get the DVD, which we have.
You're getting it, right?
Yeah, it'll be, well, I haven't gotten it yet, but it's on its way. But we have some Venom giveaways too. Like, we have it on the Geekly show. It's going to be on our blogs. And you can get to our blogs, like, by clicking the little blog link on our main page, right? Don't you have that up, right?
Yeah.
When they go by the banner.
Mine is going up on Sunday.
Mine will probably go around that. So we're giving away some Venom stuff. If y'all keep an eye out.
The movie, and
we'll have to leave
a really cool t-shirt. It says, "We are Venom," and it's got, like, the Venom face. It's awesome.
And I'm getting a Venom Santa hat.
Me too!
Ah! We should wear it!
Keep in mind.
Oh, I'm keeping mine. We should wear it, though. We should wear it.
You can give it away. I was like, mm-mm.
No,
I'm going to wear it during our Christmas Carol segment.
Oh, that's a good idea.
For the Geekly show.
Mm-hmm. What did they say in Amazing Spider... Oh, wait, I saw that.
Stop! We're getting off track!
Dude, we only have a few more minutes because you know I have to go soon. I have to go.
And I'm about to go live on my channel.
Oh, are you? What are you talking about?
Doctor Who.
Oh, you told me that.
Yes, because I wish you had watched it. We could have talked about it together.
But I have to go
But this is my first season watching Doctor Who, and now I'm, like, hooked, and I want to talk about it with people. So if you guys watch Doctor Who, join me in my channel, and, like, I'm probably going to eat a snack and then get on there.
Yeah. And I won't be around, so I can't join.
I know, whatever.
But look, I had plans.
We'll have more fun without you anyway.
Okay, listen. We got to end it, though, with a takeaway from Iron Man. Takeaway from Iron Man.
I mean, it started it all.
It started it all. Did you think... I'm trying to remember exactly how it ends, because that's why I said I sometimes, like, mix them up. Like, I'm like, did this happen in Iron Man 1 or 2 or whatever, you know? So, do we remember exactly, like, how did the first one end?
The very end?
Yes.
Well, he defeats Stain.
Okay, yeah.
And I think the very end, he says, "I am Iron Man" in the press conference.
Oh.
Remember they were like, "Don't say it."
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Now, did that one have, like, the end credit things, and that was in the end credit things? Or
I don't know if it was the end credit or if it was... I think it might have been the very end of the movie.
Okay.
He's up at the press conference and he says, "Guys, I've got something to tell you, blah, 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 blah." Like, they don't want to do weapons anymore, right?
Uh-huh.
And then he goes, "I am Iron Man." Like, and everyone was like, you hear, like, the click, 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 clicks of you know, like,
oh, now I gotta go back and rewatch that, because I remember that, and now I remember just being like, oh, yeah, I gotta go back and watch that. I do. It's been too long. That's the other thing I love about
Tony Stark. He's so...
He don't care.
Full of himself and ballsy, and he don't care.
He don't care, and he wants people to know. He's like, this ain't just he ain't like Spider-Man. He's my Spider-Man, like, I'm just gonna do my good and keep it undercover. He's like, oh no, I'm the one doing this. Y'all gonna know, and y'all gonna give me credit.
I'm getting credit for this. That was me.
There he is. That's what Atlas, that's right. I am Iron Man.
Oh my god, it was so good. I remember getting chills, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Like, yes!
So that's what I'm saying. And so next week is Incredible Hulk.
Ed Norton,
Incredible Hulk. We'll talk. We're going to go in there positive.
I'll watch it again.
But that's what I'm saying. That one ended, it's like, I am Iron Man. I think maybe it just led you, like, you had this in your head, like, if it would have started with Incredible Hulk, you might not have felt the same way about hating it so much, is what I'm saying.
That's true. And you know what? Last year when I watched them all, I watched it right after Iron Man. So maybe if I watch it without watching Iron Man.
Why don't you watch it? Because I didn't rewatch Iron Man. So maybe if you watch it this and not have those high expectations and this, go into it again, we'll see how we feel about it.
Yeah.
So
we can do that.
So next week, next Friday.
Yep.
Y'all tune in, and y'all do it too. Watch it and come talk to us about it, because we want to hear your opinions for real.
Yes, we do.
And not just opinions to make us mad, Terrence.
Yeah.
You know how Tessa will fight somebody. Tessa will fight.
See, like, literal smoke coming out of my ears, I think.
Tessa will fight.
I'm going to figure out how to do that. on my OBS, and then we're gonna have fun. I'll do this, I'll have steam come out my ears.
So after this, you're gonna be going live soon. If y'all watch Doctor Who, some people said they don't watch it, so
yeah.
Oh, look, they're giving Doctor Who thumbs downs, and y'all.
Oh, that's who's giving Doctor Who thumbs down.
Kier City don't watch it either, though.
Well, someone else said they did.
Okay, so go watch Tess after this, and then next week we'll have our lives on Wednesday, normal time. Thursday, we're going on Tessa's channel, the Comic Book Corner.
Yes,
and Friday,
something major is happening next week. We're going to talk about.
So that'll be on Tessa's, and then Friday back with Incredible Hulk. Yeah, we got big stuff coming. We are all over this, Tessa. We are all over this, and we're glad y'all came. Like I always love when y'all come and talk with us. Like it would be so boring just to talk with Tessa. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. First she was like, I know, and then she was like, hey, you did. I think you said that.
I was thinking back, like my first live. I remember there was like one I think it was you who came, and I was like. I don't know what to do. And now it's like I get a lot of people and it's fun.
It makes it fun. And then when like one of y'all don't come, I'm like, where are they at? I miss them.
Like, people were asking about you. There was like one time you couldn't come and everyone's like, where's Amanda?
See?
I forget where you were. In Vegas, I think.
Just
I was like, she's busy. She don't care about us.
Atlas, just type in, like search Mamas, MAMAS, Geeky. Geek, and you'll find her.
Actually, aren't I a featured channel on your thing?
She's a featured channel on my thing, so you can find her like that too. Easy. Easy. Until next week.
I'm on her featured channel. So, but thanks for coming, guys, and we'll talk to you next week about the bad.
All the stuff. Wait, how do I end this now? How do I end this?
Did you end it?
No, I don't know. Where do I end
you're still live.
I don't even. Well, we're just gonna
finish. See it down in the bottom.
Where?
Popped up. There it is.
Where? Right here?
It went away.
Where is it at?
Bottom right corner.
It's in the right top?
No, bottom.
Bottom?
Technical difficulty.
Do I hit this?
It disappears when you go over it.
We're just going to stay on here forever.
You don't see finish?
Wait. Oh, there it is! Bye, everybody! Bye.